Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway here on iRacing, and welcome to Grease Vision for round number 8 of the TCR Sprint Car Series. My name is Davis Warren, hosting the action here tonight on Grease Vision. We thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's race at the Cedar Lake Speedway. So we are getting set for action here. In just a few moments, wrapping up qualifying. As provisionally, it is Matt Grimm on the pole. As of right now, with Jack Anderson making his season debut tonight, starting second, or at least provisionally second. Much to talk about for tonight's Twin Cities Throwdown, as we have got just 3 races left in the 2026 TCR Sprint Car Series season. Much to talk about, much to discuss. Still got some cars rolling on track here. But this season, again, has been about Evolution Sim Sport. The guys from down under dominating the season and are right now controlling the championship hunt. As we pull up the standings here, it is Lockie Phillips leading the charge, but with just a 2-point gap over Henry Finson. Last week at Charlotte Motor Speedway, he was able to overtake his teammate Henry Finson for the top spot with a big charge late in that race, utilizing the top of the racetrack to secure that victory. But tonight it is all about Cedar Lake. If you are here joining us tonight, let us know in the chat. YouTube should be working again this week, so if you're here, let us know. Let us know who you're rooting for. As again, it is Lockie Phillips, your points leader. Henry Finson in second, just 2 points back. And then it is Matt Grimm still trying to make a late season charge in the third position. I don't think he's not out of the hunt quite yet. Still 100 points, 113 points out from the championship. Finschieri is in fourth, and Mason Heimbaum in fifth. So that's your top 5 in the point standings going into tonight's Twin City Throwdown. So we wait out qualifying for just a little bit longer. All right. Now we're ready to rock and roll here with heat number 1. Here at the Twin Cities Throwdown. It looks like on the pole for tonight's Twin Cities Throwdown is going to be the Grim Reaper, Matt Grimm. Starting on his outside for heat race number 1, it's going to be Vince Gieri. Starting third in the 04 car, it'll be Mason Heimbaum. Fourth in the 151 machine will be Trent Curtis. And rounding out this heat race will be the 42. Now, I do need to get this name. I do apologize. Trying to recover this. I'll have to get that name in a second. But 8 laps for heat race number 1 are underway. Green flag. Textbook jump for Matt Grimm in the 91 machine. It is a battle for second on the bottom of the racetrack, completing lap number 1. Vince Gieri holding that second position. And Mason Heimbaum. Oh! Vince Gieri clips the wall a little bit. Cedar Lake Speedway, very, very tight racetrack. This is one of the smaller tracks you're going to go to when dirt racing, on iRacing in general, and here in the TCR Sprint Car Series. It looks like Gieri hanging on tough. Mason Heimbaum in third, and look at Lunenberger. That's who's in the 04. Ripping the top of the racetrack right now, trying to get that worked in early. Halfway this time by. Matt Grimm still showing the way. And it is a battle for second with 3 laps to go. Mason Heimbaum on the bottom of the racetrack trying to make something work. Can't quite make it stick as of yet. 2 laps to go this time by. Ripping the top of the racetrack. He sees what Lunenberger is doing. Just don't know that's going to prevail as he tags the wall there. But the white flag is out. Matt Grimm holding strong, getting a little bit of pressure from Vince Gieri. Not going to be enough. Coming off of turn 4, heat race number 1, it's going to be Matt Grimm. Vince Gieri second, Mason Heimbaum third, Lunenberger fourth, and Trent Curtis round out the top 5. And with that, we'll move on to heat race number 2. Starting on the pole for heat race number 2, it's going to be the 10 of Henry Finson. Starting second, it'll be the number 81, the Nutbuster, Matt Wiedefer. I love that name. Starting third, your points leader, the number 17 machine, is going to be Lockie Phillips. And rounding out your second heat race, it's going to be the 55 of Kyle Smith. 1 to go this time by. And what will happen to the racetrack? Did not seem like the track was very racy at first. Seemed like it was very bottom dominant. As these shorter ovals can be. But let's see what these guys can do. As coming off of 4, green flag in the air, we're racing. Oh, contact between teammates. Lockie Phillips gets into Henry Fenton just a little bit. Opens the door for Matt Wiedefer to shoot up the middle. Does he lead lap 1? Not quite. But they are 3 wide for the lead. They tangle. Still keeping it straight. It's Lockie Phillips who gets by to get the race lead. And the caution is out. Wow. What a moment for the lead. Oh, man. We might have got that one a little late. Let's check it out one more time. As they are 3 wide, Fenton at the top of the racetrack just gets in the wall a little bit, and they just tangle. I don't know if that's anybody's fault, really. Just tough racing on a tight racetrack. And, Mason Wiedefer's car is shot. So he'll come in and get things fixed. So we are coming to green. Oh, not quite yet. Sorry. I was about to say, that's kind of surprising. Typically, the league will wait out for drivers to come and get their car fixed. As it is another Evolution SimSport 1-2 right now. So it looks like we'll have a third heat tonight. And see what they're doing here. They are really rolling the top of the racetrack right now, and I believe that is to help work that line in. You can even do that under caution here in the dirt world. They want to make this second groove work to give these guys, to give them an option to race. Again, if you're joining us, let us know. Leave us a like. Make sure to subscribe to Grease Vision so you don't miss a TCR Sprint Car Series race. Still under caution. And it looks like Matt Wiedefer is back to the tail end of the pack, so we will go green this time by. Green flag back in the air. Underway for heat race number 2. Working lap number 4, halfway this time by, and you see Lockie Phillips trying to make the top of the track work. Trying to see if their work under yellow will produce anything. As they are battling for the second spot right now. Kyle Smith going for third, going for second, having a whale of a run in this second heat race. Trying to take down Henry Fenton for that second spot. 2 laps to go this time by. Won't quite make it work. He'll lose a spot almost to Matt Wiedefer. Battle is on for the third position. But out front, it is Lockie Phillips sailing away. White flag in the air. Henry Fenton on the way. Don't think it's going to be enough. Off of 4, Lockie Phillips locks up heat race number 2. Henry Fenton second, Kyle Smith third, Matt Wiedefer in 4th. As we get ready for heat race number 3. A rare third heat. Not too rare. But it's definitely fun when they happen. All right. Starting on pole for heat race number 3. It's going to be the 17 of Jack Anderson, the Knoxville Raceway regular in the real world. Starting second in the number 94, it's Greg Chandler. Starting third in the number 93, it's going to be Kyle Dersham. And starting fourth will be the number 6 of Aiden Thornberry. It's a funny little spread among the guys right now. Someone might have dropped to the back. So maybe Aiden Thornberry is going to be starting on the front row here for this third heat. And off of 4, green flag in the air. And the pace truck is just barely getting away from these guys. Jack Anderson pulling away. Working lap number 2. Aiden Thornberry working the top of the racetrack right now, trying to hold off Greg Chandler. The Evolution SimSport driver making his second start of the year. Back to the bottom of the racetrack. Can't get it done this time by. Kyle Dersham in second right now. But right now it is all Jack Anderson, who made his 410 debut at the Knoxville Raceway last season. I believe started on pole for one of those races. Attempted the Knoxville Nationals. Made it up to, I believe, the E main or the B main. One of those. Was doing well in one of the mains. Had some unfortunate luck. But as a regular here at the TCR Sprint Car Series, that as he takes the white flag, working the way bottom of the track. Almost hitting the tires. But off of 4, Jack Anderson wins heat race number 3. Kyle Dersham second, Greg Chandler third, and Aiden Thornberry in fourth. That will round out your heat racing for tonight's Twin Cities Throwdown, as we've got 3 minutes here. So what do you think we'll be seeing here tonight? These guys are probably going to be really hoping that this track widens out just a little bit. Oh, as a car goes over the fence into the pit area. What do you think will happen? Let us know in the chat. Coming up on Grease Vision will be the final 2 rounds of the 2026 TCR Sprint Car Series season, as we head to the Lernerville Speedway, and then Port Royal for the finale. As the championship has really shaken up here over the past few races. Again, Lockie Phillips has closed in on Henry Finson last week with his victory and overtook him for the points lead. Had a few races earlier in the season where he was actually out on vacation, out on holiday, and was doing some racing portably, I guess that's the word, remotely from, I believe, just a laptop computer or something like that. Didn't have as good of a run as he had hoped for, not having his home set up, and still salvaged some all right finishes, but not to his standard, and he lost a lot of points those races. as well as some crashes, even when he was at home. But has been able to retake the points lead. And again, just 2 points over his teammate Henry Fenson. Now Matt Grimm, the Grim Reaper, still in third. And again, just tough luck last week again. I keep saying this guy's starting to build his luck back, but then had a tough week last week. And you just wonder if your defending champion's going to have the ability to win another race with just 3 features to go in 2026. As the checkers are out in this final warm-up, as we are set to go feature racing tonight at the Twin Cities Throwdown at Cedar Lake. So let's run through the field for tonight's feature event. Starting 13th in the number 151 machine for TCR for Trent Curtis Racing from Clarence Cedar, New York. It is Trent Curtis. Starting 9th in the number 6 car is Aiden Thornberry. Starting 11th. And the number 81 machine for TCR, it is Matt Wiedefer. Starting 7th. And the number 42 is Kenan Landenberger. Starting 6th is Kyle Smith. 5th, Mason Heimbaum. 4th, Kyle Dersham. I've messed this up again, haven't I? On the pole, it is Matt Grimm. We are racing again. Oh, big trouble! Off the jump, and it is your points leader, Lockie Phillips. Let's look at that from the overhead again. And coming to the green flag. Looks like there is a little bit of a big jump from Matt Grimm. Oh my gosh, and Jack Anderson just comes right up into Lockie Phillips, collects Vince Gieri. And Aiden Thornberry, my goodness. That is definitely going to be reviewed after the race, I imagine. So your leader is the 91 of Matt Grimm from Lima, Ohio. Second, Jack Anderson from Iowa. Third is the 10 of Henry Fenson out of Sydney, Australia. Fourth in the 04 is Mason Heimbaum from Pleasant Hill, Iowa. And fifth is Kyle Smith from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, as we are back to racing. And here comes Jack Anderson, bottom of the racetrack on Matt Grimm. Sorry. Just looking at timing and scoring right now. Something is not right, but it is Matt Grimm. I believe you're leader of this race. If Matt Grimm is being scored as there is a battle for the race lead. Mason Highbaum, Jack Anderson on the bottom of the racetrack. Something is going on with timing and scoring. Am I just following the wrong car? Okay. All right. This definitely threw me off. This is what happens when you broadcast and produce a race by yourself as the caution is out. Probably a good thing. Let's check and see. I don't really even know. Might have been Wacky Phillips again. Interesting. Oh, okay. I see it now. And I believe this is what it is. Just, oh, yep, there's the contact. Wacky Phillips having a tough run so far. And Aiden Thornberry get together. Okay. I'm still very confused. Because it is showing it's showing Henry Finson as the leader. Okay, you know what? We're going to get some behind baseball here. Henry Finson is the leader. And I do apologize for having to show you all the UI, but I have got to look and see what's going on here. If anyone has an explanation in the chat, definitely let me know. So 1 to green. And again, okay, so Henry Finson is the leader. Okay. Now Matt Grimm and Jack Anderson are going around. And yeah, the caution's been extended here because, my goodness, what in the world? I am wondering if... Well, that doesn't even make sense. I have no idea. Well, I think this caution is being extended for this error. So definitely going to have to let this one get sorted out. I'm receiving a message, so we will check and see what that is. Oh, never mind. Something unrelated. We are back under green. We're not. We're not under green. Sorry. This is a tough race to call tonight, guys. Man. As potentially... I'll be going under red flag here. Well, while we are at it, let's run through the field. Okay, we're letting the pace car by. Letting the pace truck go. That's Henry Finson out of Sydney, Australia, in the 10 car for Evolution Sim Sport is your leader, at least on the scoreboard. Second out of Pleasant Hills, Iowa in the 04 is Mason Heimbaum. Third in the number 55 for Turn 3 Esports is Kyle Smith. Fourth in the number 94 is out of Bendigo, Australia, is Greg Chandler. As now we are back under green. Oh, and now we are looped around Kyle Smith. Oh, and more contact. We have got a couple things to look at here. Huh. Oh, no, more contact. All right, one thing at a time here. That's Kyle Smith on the restart. Might be on the wrong straightaway here. So on the restart, Kyle Smith has some trouble. Oh, clips the inside tire to loop it around. And then it is Mason Heimbaum from fourth. Oh, he also clips the outside attenuator, separating turn one from the pit area. Man. And Vince Chieri gets collected in that as well. My goodness. Gotta watch those tires, folks. So, Kyle Smith, because of that wreck, gets to, I believe, maintain his position. Am I seeing this right? And we might still... Are we seeing yet more issues with the lineup? Jack Anderson might be I don't know what he's doing because Matt Grimm is now in front. I guess trying to get some laps back. We're on 1 to green here. Again, kind of tough to know what the lineup is since caution laps don't count. But the pace truck is in. We are back underway. Okay, now Matt Grimm is the leader, but not Jack Anderson. Okay. Caution back out. This might be a long night, folks. There's a reason for the caution. And side by side. Oh! With Matt Wiedefer. Backs into the wall. And Wiedefer busts some nuts. So I'd love to tell you the lineup, but I don't want to get too. I don't know because Jack Anderson is still pacing the front of the field here. Now, let's look back at the UI again. Jack Anderson being shown know how many laps down he is. UI is not very clear about this. Showing Jack Anderson as the leader. Okay, something definitely weird is going on. Or sorry, that was from the heat. Okay. Yeah, it's showing Jack Anderson 10 seconds off the field. We are back underway. Jack Anderson leads it physically. Looks like Matt Grimm is your leader, though. Jack Anderson is on the lead lap. Caution back out. And for goodness sakes, I hope Jack Anderson is just at the tail end of the field now, on the lead lap. No, he's not. He's going to stay at the front of the field. Trent Curtis is down pit road right now, and potentially he was part of the caution, or he is just getting out of the car to sort out what I would just simply call a mess. Let's try to find the accident. I think I see it. Oh, Kyle Smith. And one more time. Oh, it looks like Greg Chandler just gets into Kyle Smith, or maybe Kyle Smith comes down on Greg Chandler. Collects Trent Curtis, so Trent was in that wreck. But, yeah, wild situations here tonight. Again, not really going to worry about the graphic as of right now. Just want to make sure we're all set to go. Jack Anderson still being scored as 10th, at least on our end, as we lead the field to green. Okay, so I'm going to call Matt Grimm as your leader right now. In the number 91 machine. But Henry Fenson is a lap down, I believe. Boy, this is a confusing situation here, folks. And I am sorry I am uneducated on the matter, but my goodness, I just don't think I've ever seen a situation like this before. So, oh, and Henry Fenson is broke. So, a lot of issues tonight with your top two in the points. They are both in the back of the pack. And Henry Fenson gets into the inside tires and it looks like just breaks something in the suspension to bring out the caution. So we are 1 to green. I'll tell you, it has been a throwdown here tonight. Here in the Twin Cities. So Matt Vita for your leader. Greg Chandler in second. Matt Vita for third. Kyle Dersham fourth. Mason Heimbaum in fifth. TCR 6th. Lockie Phillips 7th. As far as we know. Green flag back in the air. As Matt Grimm still being shown the leader. Jack Anderson the front of the field. Jack Anderson's being shown on the lead lap. As of right now, the tail end of the lead lap. And I hate to keep harping on this, but this is we don't really have any communication right now with race control, so we don't know who the leader of this race is. To be quite honest with you. And again, I don't know how Jack Anderson might have gone a lap down. I don't believe he's been in any wrecks tonight. I'm not sure what has occurred. But right now it is Jack Anderson up front. Matt Grimm being shown your leader. And it's Greg Chandler running behind them in the second position on scoring. Matt Wiedefer behind him. And Mason Heimbaum now running in third with 12 laps to go. Now the top of the racetrack is being worked in now. And it is a top dominant speedway here at Cedar Lake. Oh, big time issues for Greg Chandler. He gets into the wall. Thankfully doesn't get into the attenuator. As Mason Heimbaum is scooting away for the third position. Bottom of the racetrack, it is Jack Anderson. Now, he has been taken over physically by Matt Grimm. So, no matter how you look at it, Matt Grimm is your race leader. With just 8 laps to go. This time by, there it is. So, Matt Grimm. And I'm wondering if Jack Anderson is in second. Greg Chandler third. Or Mason Heimbaum third. Greg Chandler fourth. And Lockie Phillips has recovered all the way to the 5th position. Might be dealing with a broken race car right now. Is not looking up to speed. This is going to be a big time hit in the points for him. Maybe not to the 2nd position of Henry Fenson, but to 3rd of Matt Grimm, who is leading this race right now with just 4 laps to go. Could this be a championship turnover here tonight as Jack Anderson to the bottom of the racetrack slides in front of Matt Wiedefer, but he pulls the crossover. Matt Grimm gets the lead back with 3 laps to go. Back to the top of the racetrack. Matt Grimm, the Grim Reaper, has had a rough 2026 season. The defending champion, 2 laps to go, is looking for his first win of the season with a challenge of some sort from Jack Anderson. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Here comes Jack Anderson to the bottom of the racetrack. Matt Graham holds the top line, the dominant line. Coming through 3 and 4. Jack Anderson to the bottom. Here comes Matt Graham. Crosses over. Matt Graham is back in victory lane in the TCR Sprint Car Series. What a race. Matt Graham is back to victory lane. And you wondered all season if the luck was ever going to turn around for the defending series champion, and it finally does. And he is celebrating this one. Because, man, it has been a season for this guy. As he rightfully parks the car in victory lane. As I suppose it is Jack Anderson in the second position. And Mason Heimbaum in third. We'll get some clarification from these guys. But, man, that has got to feel so good for Matt Graham. Not only just to get back to victory lane after all the issues he's had this year, but for also Lockie Phillips and Henry Finson to have issues all night. Huge, huge, huge dent he is going to make in the points. So let's talk to these guys as we've got Matt Graham. Matt Graham, how we feeling?
I don't. There's so many emotions, highs, lows. I could go on to say a bunch of stuff, probably none of it good, but I'm glad we're here, though.
Brother, first of all, I got to ask about all of the scoring going on in the race. I don't know if that was something you were noticing or not, but definitely some confusion on our end. But, you know, what was dealing with that situation like with Jack Anderson, and just what was the situation?
Yeah, the scoring was all because it's Cedar Lake and iRacing is yet to fix that problem, I guess. And when Lockie did whatever the hell he did at the start, the caution had to come out that instantly screws up the whole server. So I guess getting ran over by his teammate, though, fixed it, because then my scoring was correct. So I don't know what happened there. But, I mean, it was actually a fun race with Jack. I was kind of nervous because I knew he was going to throw it in there, and I was going to have to actually race for it. But I'm glad that I was able to turn under him there and get enough speed to get down the straightaway. I kind of thought I took the line away enough to where he wouldn't try coming all the way across. But I'm glad he did, though, because it was a good finish.
It was a well of a crossover that you pulled on Jack Anderson in turn 4 specifically. Was it more difficult to run the top line tonight than other racetracks? Because I know it was very bottom dominant for quite a while. Saw that natural progression to the top of the racetrack, maybe with a lot of caution laps being ran up on that area. What was the transition like getting up there, and how difficult was it to stay up there?
I mean, I knew every time I run Cedar Lake, I'm running against the fence for whatever reason. Everybody wants a ice rink out here every time, but I don't know. It just gets really thin, and the wall isn't very straight, so it bites people pretty easy. And it's especially like in the one, you can enter wrong and clip those tires like Jack did there to give me the lead. And I've done that so many times. It is definitely not easy to get around the top here, but it's a fun track. I just wish, everyone wants multiple lanes, but then wants to run ice slick, and it's just around the top the whole time. So I don't know.
Well, major night for you in multiple ways. You've had the toughest luck this year. Running great, but getting collected in so much stuff, and still having great runs afterwards, but just being shut out of victory lane. But on top of this, you've also cut into the points lead of the Evolution Sim Sport guys. What are you more excited about?
I'm over the points. They'll just send another hitman for me. But I'm just glad to finally get the monkey off the back. I don't know what it's been with this season, but like there's maybe like 2 times this whole season where I've been like, okay, I should have done something different and not put myself in that position to get killed. But most of the time, it's just getting caught up in other people's crap. Like last week, I finally like put the whole night together, qualified good, heat race, and then lap 3, I get just straight lines. So I don't know.
Well, however the season's gone, you're back in victory lane as you should be. Anybody you want to thank for your run tonight?
Well, I'll just thanks to Rick Main and Dylan Berg for bringing me on board to their team. RTB, Aiden, all the stuff he does for us, and yeah, just thank you guys for the broadcast. I'm that's my favorite part about this anymore is just listening to you guys do the broadcast. So,
well, sorry you have to hear all that, but we appreciate it, and glad you're back in victory lane, and we'll see you next week.
sounds good. We'll have to get those late model stocks back out, huh?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
At least those are fun, though.
Yeah, they were a good time. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know. But
all right, man.
That is Matt Grimm. You're a winner of the Twin Cities Throwdown. Quite a throwdown tonight. Let's talk to who I am assuming is the second place finisher of Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson, did you finish second tonight?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, talk me through the confusion of all that, because I was definitely confused.
So the scoring was all kinds of screwed up. At the beginning of the race, kept putting me and Matt to the tail. Then it started doing it to me and Fenton. It's just Cedar Lake's always had some of those little timing and scoring issues that happened to one of my buddies whenever he tried to run Pro Series a couple years back. Yeah, man, it was kind of weird. I mean, wasn't really focused on that. I was focused on driving, and I made one mistake that cost me the race, and I just didn't have enough steam to get back by him, which I could get to him. I just couldn't hold a spot on him. It was so slick. It was hard. It was a very big momentum game there at the end, right around the top, and he could just carry that momentum whenever I tried to throw a slider on him. So, yeah, that one crucial mistake when I put it in the fence kind of sold the deal for me.
Yeah, I asked Jack or Matt about this. It's these smaller ovals. It seems like the top of the top lane is where you're definitely going to eventually get to. How hard is it to run a top lane at a track that's small like this compared to some other speedways?
Well, the big thing is you get to drive it in a lot harder than you do on a half mile. Or like you get to throw the car in a lot harder. You can actually give the thing some wheel and not let the car come to you. Like on a half mile, whenever you're driving on the cushion, you kind of just let it do its thing. And these deals, you kind of have to throw them a little bit and work your magic there. Yeah, from running Cedar Lake in real life with a 2KS Iowa Barnstormers car that I drove there at the end of last season, this track is so much fun. It was a lot of fun in real life, but I wasn't as comfortable as I am on the game yet, obviously. But yeah, this place is super cool. I'm glad I got to come back and run a race here with you guys. I don't think I've ran the league race for over a season or two with you guys, so it's fun to be back.
Yeah, we've definitely missed you for sure. Glad to have you back. It's been fun to watch you on Dirt Vision at the Knoxville Raceway this past season. You got any more races planned for 2026 there?
Yeah, we're going to be running Knoxville weekly with the 410. We actually picked up another engine, so we have 2. My goal, I got a bigger trailer, which actually ended up making money on the deal. Sold my 28-footer and then I bought this older 38-footer, which is actually Jake Peters' old trailer. He's a 4-time track champion in Knoxville in the 360 class. My dad used to race against him. So it's pretty cool to get that piece of history back and be back at Knoxville. We redid the inside and ended up making a little bit of money on it. But so, yeah, we're just kind of getting hunkered down and starting to build race cars. We just had our fundraiser this past weekend. Had a pretty good turnout there. And, yeah, hope I can go some Husets and some Power Eye stuff at, like, Donaldson, Burlington area. But I really want to get back up to Husets. That place is a blast.
For sure. Definitely a busy racing season for you in the real world. How was it adjusting, getting back into the sim for the first time in quite a while?
Yeah, I mean, I've been I ran a little bit last week at Eldora on the iRacing official side of things, and me and Mason and my buddy Jackson, as you know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Mason Heimbaum, he is my cousin, and he's getting into a 360 this coming season. He actually bought one of my cars off me. Oh, not one of my cars, my engine owner's cars that I put together for him, and bought my boss's one of my engine owner's 360s because he's getting rid of all his 360 stuff, and so it'll be his first year, and it'll be pretty cool to get to race with, or not get to race with, but get to watch him race at Knoxville a little bit, the 360 stuff, and yeah, a couple of the Knoxville guys like myself, Jackson Gray, Mason, a couple of the younger guys, just coming in here, kind of trying to keep the rust knocked off, which I know obviously it's a way different game. It's a whole different ball game from here to the real thing, but definitely just kind of keeps your senses up and keeps you on your toes and keeps you a little bit fresh for this upcoming race season.
For sure. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you on track in the real world. Hoping we'll see you again these last 2 weeks of the TCR Sprint Car Series season, and we wish you luck going forward.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Hopefully I'm back next week.
Jack Anderson, you're a runner-up here tonight. And let's talk to his teammate Mason Heimbaum. Give us just a second. Sorry. Mason Heimbaum, a whale of a run from you tonight. A big, big statement race from you. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was interesting race for sure. Had to come through some late race struggles after taking myself out, but it was fun for sure.
Your teammate Jack Anderson kind of talked us through, how this track really developed throughout the night. Everyone has said that it's really been about the top. What was working best for you tonight?
Yeah, it really is a top dominant track. You don't see the bottom comes in very occasionally, but yeah, top is very strong here, and it's extremely tough to run. It's very, very technical.
What was it like, kind of dealing with the scoring issues from your side of things, if it affected you any?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it affected me too much. It just kind of delayed the race more and more, like the constant delaying cautions, which I get, want to be able to put on the best show you can, but it didn't really affect me too much. I didn't see too much of an issue with it. I do hope that iRacing fixes their problems with that, though.
Yeah, for sure. Jack was talking about a lot of your real world experience that you'll have coming up this year, and some that you've done in the past. What kind of translated from your real world experience to tonight?
Really just not having a clue what was going on or where I'm really supposed to be at on the track. Yeah, pretty much. Because with scoring issues, it's such a common thing, which kind of sucks that it is. But yeah, you just kind of hope and pray you're in the right spot and they don't yell at you.
That's honestly some pretty realistic input there, because we've all seen that. So yeah, I get you. Well, great run tonight. What is this confidence-wise for you, being able to, outrun the Evolution Sim Sport guys, get another podium for you? What does this do for your season?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's I never considered Cedar Lake to be one of my best tracks. I'm still kind of learning it. So to finish third here, it's a great confidence booster, and going into is it Port Royal next?
Lernerville, then Port Royal.
Lernerville. Okay, yeah, going into Lernerville especially, because I really don't like... I like Lernerville as a track, but I'm really not good there, so it's really gonna hopefully boost my confidence in going into that race.
Gotcha. Well, great run tonight. Looking forward to seeing you next week, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Mason Heimbaum rounds out your top three. Well, my goodness, what a race tonight! And you don't want to harp on the technical errors. Just definitely seemed like a big, I don't want to say a theme, but it was a big topic tonight in the race. But aside from all that, it seemed like the guys on track had everything figured out, and you big props to Trent Curtis, Matt Vita for admitting that the way they did. Seemed like they really had everything under control. It was just kind of me who didn't really know what was happening, but definitely looks like they had everything under control. But good on those guys, and hopefully that's not an issue going forward. So, but man, I'm gonna tell you, I know Matt Grimm was very not about the point situation, but that's a big time statement from him and I know that Lucky Phillips still finished 5th tonight. He still got himself a top 5, but man, he won that race, and I'm not sure that Matt Grimm had any incident points either. So that's going to be some bonus points for him in the from out of tonight. So going to be interesting to see how this works out. And I'll tell you, this is unofficial standings coming out of tonight's race, but it is Henry Fenson, your points leader once again. Henry still had a great run tonight. Was shown in the 10th position. To be honest, I'm not really sure how that one works out. Maybe Henry Fenson has got a better score than we are aware of. In fact, let's actually look at the results here real quick. So I guess I'm gonna call this the official results. It's gonna be Matt Grimm, Jack Anderson in 2nd, Mason Heimbaum 3rd, Greg Chandler 4th, Matt Wiedefer in 5th. Lucky Phillips actually 6th tonight, not even 5th, but it's Vince Chieri 7th, Henry Fenson in 8th, Kyle Dersham 9th, Trent Curtis in 10th. So now that's unofficial, and the not sure about the bonus points situation. It looks like Henry Fenson actually led some laps tonight, so that's going to give him a big jump over Lucky Phillips, who did not. So that is why he's got the points lead as of right now. So your points, again, coming out of this race tonight, unofficially, Henry Fenson, by 18 points now, has got a much bigger lead on Lucky Phillips than Lucky had on him going into tonight. Matt Grimm has cut his lead down from, I believe, 111 down to 78 points from the lead. I'm telling you, I don't care what Matt Grimm says. This thing is not over quite yet. He has still got a shot at this championship going into Lernerville and Port Royal. Mason Heimbaum moved up 2 spots in the points to 4th, and Vince Chieri maintained that 5th position. Matt Wiedefer in 6th, Kyle Dersham 7th, Trent Curtis 8th, Kyle Smith 9th, and Kenan Lunenberger in 10th. Well, going to be interesting to see how these final 2 races of the 2026 TCR Sprint Car Series shake out. It's going to be fun to watch, and we are looking forward to it. So tune in next week for the races in the TCR Sprint Car Series at the Lernerville Speedway. We will see you next week here on Grease Fishing. My name is Davis Warren. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next week with the TCR Sprint Car Series.